YouTube? Welcome guys back to my channel. My name is Brittany. If you are new here, today we're back for another reaction, of course, and we're going to be checking out the best fights on Paternity Court. You know I love a good court show, so let's go ahead and get into this right now.
The best fights on Paternity Court.
You can sleep with somebody else, man, then you got low self-esteem.
Iconic. Iconic.
What did you do? I know that's a damn lie.
I've seen both of these cases.
Y'all love me when I can do something for y'all, then y'all always, then y'all stand. No, you won't. Mr. Wallace.
You sit up here, you take a hug that.
Come on.
Number one. This
Crazy.
young woman named Miss Austin was in Paternity Court for the third time, asking the same question.
Ms. Austin, this is your third time here in our courtroom with Mr. Wallace and Miss Robert. Previously, you were here because Mr. Wallace questioned the paternity of your other child, but now you find yourself in the same situation. Today, you say you need to prove to Mr. Wallace that he is the father of your 9-month-old son, Ronell.
Mr. Wallace, on the other hand, was persistent that he did not father the 9-month-old Ronald.
You claim you have multiple reasons to doubt when it comes to whether or not you are the biological father of this child, and hope today is your last visit to this courtroom.
To give the audience deeper insight into what had been going on between both sides, Judge Lauren showed the viewers a glimpse of the last time the couple was in the courtroom.
What happened the last time you all were here?
I thought Rael got himself together.
In addition, you have another child with Ms. Austin.
The kids, I love my kids dearly, but I shouldn't have
You
got
just
married.
don't love their mothers.
Correct.
A.B. Danielle, Mr. Wallace, you are the father.
After the whole recollection of events, the paternity judge shared her disappointment about the awkward situation like this.
Right.
You were standing on the defendant's side with Ronell,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Wallace. So now, Mr. Wallace, you back with Miss Roberts.
Yes, ma'am.
But you still going back and forth between the two women because
Right.
she's pregnant now and the baby could potentially be yours.
Yes.
Disgusting.
After her spiel, the judge asked Ronald's mother to tell her side of the story.
Since the last time you all were here.
Since the last time we was here, everything started out okay, but we all know it wasn't gonna last long. Rael Wallace was still bouncing back from me and Kendra. I had enrolled in school, but I never did go because I had got pregnant once again with Ronell, and she got pregnant with her baby, with her son.
Lauren then went on to ask Mr. Wallace why he doesn't want to accept his responsibility as a father.
Mr. Wallace, as to whether or not her child is your child if you've been having babies with both of these women back and forth all this time.
Because she's very promiscuous. When we was together, I had a spyware on her phone. They would duplicate her text messages and call log and send a copy to my email.
Mr. Wallace's accusation led to a wrangle in the courtroom like this.
Cause you lay down with everybody who you talk to, cause that's what you do.
You and the Lord know you a slut. And
No,
that's like-
you're
He was
You're
so
a slut.
So
disrespectful
you believe she was
during
sleeping
that.
around?
If I'm dead, so why you keep on sleeping with me? Why? I'm pregnant again. Why?
Easy access.
So, after some back and forth, showing of evidence, and a lot of crying
It
and
was his
drama,
baby.
the results were put out.
In the case of Austin versus Wallace, pertaining to 9-month-old Ronell Wallace, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Wallace, you are Ronell's father.
Go look at that. Both those cases for them. It'll piss you off.
Stop it!
Both sides
Mr.
will piss you
Wallace,
off.
You sitting up here, you take a hug
come
that!
on!
You ain't even let me get a word in.
Stand up. Jerome, just give him a minute. Give him a minute.
Number 2, Miss Williams was in court today, along with her 2 sisters, for her paternity fight because of her promiscuous mother.
You are here today with your 2 sisters because you say you're tired of being lied to by your mother, Ms. Liddell. You all claim she wasn't a good mother and say her promiscuous behavior is the reason you need the results of a paternity test today.
When the judge asked Miss Williams why she felt the need to investigate her paternity, the young woman said this.
I was always the outcast of me and my 2 sisters because, you know, being the baby, I'm young. And I felt like ever since I was born, I've been lied. And you always felt left out.
But Miss Liddell interpreted the conversation in this way.
But that was never a paternity test, so I don't know where they're getting it from. One thing I tell you about my 3 daughters, they are manipulators.
Judge Lauren allowed the other Williams sister to speak after listening to their mother.
As growing up, family members would say, no, he's not your father. It was a rumor going around that.
Who is that?
James.
The man who's going to appear in court today and has been tested.
Yes.
All right.
And the revival of the backstory resulted in this screaming competition.
You ain't mean to y'all love me when I can do something for y'all, then y'all always, then y'all stand in the back.
Ladies, let's get some order, ladies.
After this, Miss Liddell was asked if she had any idea who the sister's father was. But unfortunately, she had no idea.
Gentlemen, do you know
Wow.
who her father?
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest. Jamie, no. Lisa, no. Jasmine, no. I'm not for sure if James is their father, if he's not their father.
Even Mr. James, the girl's
she didn't wanna
alleged
be
father,
embarrassed.
had reservations about their paternity.
You are these young girls' biological father. Do you believe that?
No, I do not.
You don't act like it, so it shouldn't be hurting you. He said no. You don't act like it. You show him.
And when the test came in, it proved that only one of the sisters was actually like William. And this left the other sisters broken.
When it comes to Miss Jasmine Williams, Mr. Williams, you are her father. When it comes
man,
to
the one
Miss
that
Lisa,
felt outcast.
Mr. Williams, you are not her father. When it comes to
Dang.
Miss Jamie Williams, you are not her father.
3 years, Pat. 23 years. Why you couldn't tell me? How can I
Cause she
tell you
didn't wanna
something
be
I didn't
embarrassed.
know myself? I did not know if he was or he wasn't. I asked you before. And I kept telling you that I don't know. Yeah, we was young. Why you didn't say I didn't come in my children 8 or 9 years old? Oh no, you're not your daddy. I was a slut on the street. No. Yes. No. Honesty. Pat. Honesty. I didn't know nothing about honesty then.
Number 3,
You know
Lisa
honesty
McBurth
now, though?
petitioned for a paternity case because she believed that young Elijah was not her grandson.
Another
Bird,
case.
you petitioned the court for a DNA test to
Pissed
prove
me
your
off.
son, Kakitho Hughes, is not the father of Miss Jackson's 2-year-old son.
Whereas Miss Jackson claimed that her ex-boyfriend was being poisoned by her mother regarding parenting her son.
You say Miss McBurth has been poisoning her son by convincing him he's not the biological father of your child. You claim the timing does add up, and today's paternity test will prove you right.
The proceedings began with Miss McBurth's concerns about paternity.
This woman is trouble. She is trouble with a capital T. She, as a matter of fact, I call her the 3 T's. Trash, trouble, and trifling. That's what she is. The little boy
Disrespectful.
looks nothing like my son, any member of my family at all.
Even though Miss Jackson believed that she was an important part of Mr. Hughes' life, his family begged to differ.
Obviously, you have a different opinion. So why do you think she's in so much doubt?
I have no idea, to be honest. Like, maybe because he is so white.
Because it's all the white. He ain't got no black in here.
Look at
Only
his
thing
mama.
I see got powder puff on it. I don't see no chocolate nowhere, okay?
No, ma'am.
Whatever.
How long have you been in a relationship?
15, 18 months.
They even admitted to the judge that they were never persuaded by Miss Jackson's lies.
I seen him at the doctor's office where I was taking his real children to the doctor. And it was a newborn. And I walked past him. And I kind of glanced over there. And I seen this little white baby. I knew it wasn't mine. And I ain't had nothing else to say or do about it since then.
Judge Lauren pointed out that Mr. Hughes was equally guilty. But Big Mama didn't take it well.
I know exactly what type of person he is. He just as trifling as she is. He's a handsome guy. He's my son. And I know what he do. But he's still, no matter what he do, he's still going to be my son.
After asking the alleged father about paternity and analyzing the evidence, a verbal brawl got loose, pushing the judge to the edge of voicing the reason in her courtroom.
My father's a brown-haired, blue-eyed dude, so...
How you know?
He just gonna say that because, she gonna freak him after this.
Yeah, he has no features of nobody in my
Jerome,
family.
pass me Miss McBurth's evidence.
There's no features.
But now it was time for results, and it left the delusional grandmother in pieces.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics in the case of
'Cause he the daddy.
McBurth Terrell v. Jackson, pertaining to 2-year-old Elijah. Mr. Hughes, you are Elijah's father.
Y'all see those reactions? Oh, it's nasty.
You a lying trick. What did you do? What did you do?
Nasty attitude.
I know that's a damn lie. I know that's a
would never see
Number
my
4.
child.
This next case is about
Ever.
babies having babies and grandmothers fighting over paternity claims.
Miss Schism, you and your teenage daughter, Destiny, are here to prove that Anthony Taylor is the father of your daughter's 8-month-old son, Osiris. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Riley, you stand before me claiming that you are 100% positive your son is not the child's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
The case started with both grandmothers heating up the courtroom.
I have a 14-year-old daughter at home. Sneaking over there, hollering about she was coming over there to see my daughter. That's a lie, Your Honor. My son was going to. How you going to tell me what's a lie? Because, Your Honor, they was having sex in her house. You didn't even care when your daughter was. What type of parent is she? If she gonna tell them, your daughter was there. She told them. She told them.
Hold on, let's get some more.
But Judge Lauren was not up for any of that nonsense and just wanted to get to the bottom of the case at hand.
If this child is really your grandchild, because I know you want to know that.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Riley told the judge that she had seen Destiny with someone else.
I see her walking with another guy. My son at school, this is before Destiny said anything about you were pregnant. Next thing you know, I find out my son come telling me that she told him that she pregnant. How is that? You just came around two weeks ago, and he was messing with another girl at the time.
But Schism
What
was
does that have to do with
persistent
anything?
that it was her daughter that was the victim.
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. She has Osiris to take care of, so she cannot do that now.
Basically, right up under your nose, they plotted this plot, pulled it off, and now we're all here.
Yep.
And sometimes that's what kids do. And I'm gonna keep it real. With all the phone, where's the number? I'm calling.
Yes,
I'm telling you this.
Yes.
No, I'm telling you this.
And after this, hell broke loose in the courtroom.
To the hospital. Don't say you didn't. Wait a minute. Because they escorted you out. Me and Destiny had her escorted out of the hospital. My grandson. By security. Being born. We sure did. She came out.
Finally, after all that drama, it was time for the results.
In the case of Schism versus Riley Taylor, when it comes to 8-month-old Osiris Taylor, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Taylor, you are his father.
I watched that case. Ignorant reaction though.
I told you. You taking care of me. I got another.
Number 5. Next on the list is the drum.
Well, I didn't understand. Y'all heard how the grandma was like, y'all were trying to not let me in the room. How you gonna be very toxic to that girl and then expect them to openly welcome you into the room? Not during that sensitive time. Birth, no.
Maddox Baker versus Woods case, which was brought by an Atlanta man who didn't know if he or his ex-best friend was the father of a 2-year-old girl.
Now, you say when you met Miss Woods, you thought you had found the woman of your dreams and were thrilled to find out you were having your first child with her.
Her personality, I really was intrigued by her energy, like the life of the party, but her mind is what captured my heart. But after finding out all the stuff that she did, I look at her like a dirty dish rag trying to clean it.
Mr. Baker revealed that he doesn't want someone like Janine in his life, referring to the 2-year-old Trinity being his daughter.
That's why we here.
You said you're not on the birth certificate. Was that because you were doubting paternity?
She told me, after I confronted her, that she did sleep with Jimmy. And we both slept with her like a day apart, around the conception time.
Okay.
Things escalated in minutes when Jimmy Dudley, the best friend who slept with Mr. Baker's girlfriend, came into the court and said this.
Miss Woods has admitted that she slept with your ex-best friend, Mr. Baker, as well as yourself, and now she doesn't truly know who Trinity's father is.
Jimmy Dudley, the best friend, claimed that he did all this to expose the toxic nature of Janine Woods, the mother. The following emotional outburst was inevitable.
But I didn't want to. It wasn't like that. It was just like it kind of happened. But I really wanted to expose it, pretty much. So yes.
How you gonna expose me? You didn't want to expose me, baby. You want to sleep with me like everybody else.
I mean, you were looking good that night. You know what I'm saying? You look nice and everything.
Finally, it was time for the results.
Mr. Dudley, you are not her father.
Ooh, chew on that.
Mr. Baker, you
are not
her father.
She felt so confident up until that moment.
I'm sorry.
Live and you learn.
She
I
felt
wish you the best.
so confident up until that moment, y'all. So confident that the judge was about to say that man was the father. But the thing is, how you act all high and mighty when you know not only were you sleeping with him, not only were you sleeping with his best friend around the same time, but then in the back of your mind, you know there was other men as well that you were sleeping with, and then you out here trying to act like it was only the two of them. You know, conception dates can be off, due dates can be off. It's not down to an exact science. It can be off. So if you slept with all these people, just fess up to it. Fess up to it, because then you start to, that's how you start to create these men that is like super duper doubtful of what women say. Even the faithful ones, you got them doubting them because you out here lying. But whatever, to each their own. To each their own. His best friend was trifling too, knowing that he was messing with that woman, maybe his girlfriend at the time, and you trying to expose her. So you asleep with her, you think your best friend's gonna be like, yeah man, thanks. No, ew. And definitely that one trial or case that I told y'all pissed me off with the man and the two ladies that he was going back and forth. They have been on paternity court twice. Watch both of those. Oh my gosh, so upsetting. That man is so disrespectful, and I really wish those women valued themselves more and had someone in their life to push them to make smarter decisions, because it was crazy, disgusting. And then even more disgusting was the one with Miss Jackson and the grandmother on the other side with her daughter, the auntie, on one side, and then you see the father was on the side with his baby mom, with the mother of his child, because he believed that boy was his child. It don't matter if the child come out light skinned. Black people ourselves can produce so many shades of skin types, so many hair colors, different eye colors. We can produce so many things. So you can have two very chocolate African American people get together, have a baby, and that baby come out bright as the sun. That's because we have that genetic coding that we can produce that many shades of skin tone, that many eye colors, that much hair color, and a lot of us are ignorant to that. And then fact number 2, his mother was white, so if he came out very bright, it's a possibility there are 2 parents to make a child. Hodgepodge that up, child can come out looking like anything, okay? But that was just the nastiest reaction of, I know you lying. I know she did something to mess up the test. Oh, never. I would never, ever trust them to be alone with my child. The way they were talking about that child before they found out the paternity, and then their reaction after finding out, indeed, that is your grandson, that is your nephew, and you still reacting like that? Never. I would never trust you to be alone with my child. Ever. Anyways, drop a comment down below of what you thought of these cases and if they pissed you off as much as they pissed me off. And also let me know in the comments if you want me to react to more paternity court clips. Also, give this a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. It helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. And then make sure you're subscribed down below and turn on your post notifications so you won't miss out on my future uploads. And maybe check out my reactions playlist to see if there's any other videos in there that you enjoy. Then I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, YouTube fam, peace out.